What is good, y'all? It's your boy, That Kid, back in another video. And I haven't been posting in a long time. Don't have an explanation. But for the sake of this video, we're going to be talking about how to win at arenas, okay? We have this whiteboard, or my calendar, and I cleared it off because all my whiteboards are drawn on. And I cannot clear those off because they have important information on them. And I need all of them, quite literally. So, with that being said, let's talk about it. I say we have this whiteboard, but we're probably not going to use it because I'm going to put the words right here. That's why I scooted over here. I'm so sorry. I'm having like a little brain dead moment. Having 8. Anyways, so we want to win at arenas, right? For starters, I feel like if you looked up this video, you're the one that's playing outside the circle, not playing with your team, and you're trying to solo like you're a wraith. Or maybe you looked at this video to give somebody who is like that this information. But none of that matters. Because whether you're that guy or you're somebody with more than 2 brain cells, you clicked on this video. And I thank you. So let's go ahead and get into it. That 1 minute and 30-second intro. So basically, rule number 1, play as a team. Okay? Play as a team. But play as a team. And the reason why I say this is because, let me just give you a scenario, right? It's 3 against 3. If they have a bloodhound, and you're not with your teammates, and you're by yourself, and that bloodhound uses his scan, and you're detected, but you're by yourself, I guarantee you just made it a 3v2. I guarantee you, because those 3 people seeing that you're by yourself, and if they have 2 brain cells, they're going to all push you because you are by yourself for whatever reason that you chose, because you are by yourself. You don't know why, but you are. So please play with your teammates. Number 2, play the circle. I will put a clip of people not playing the circle, and I cannot put the clip of what happened afterwards, but you can assume what happens afterwards. In fact, you don't even have to assume. I'm going to tell you, we lost. We lost. And this is ranked, by the way. It's not regular. We lost. I'm sorry. But, please play the circle. And let me tell you why you should play the circle, if it wasn't too obvious. But you should play the circle because there's this thing called the storm. Okay, right? You know, you play Fortnite and you play Battle Royale. The storm pushes the circle. The circle is the safe zone where the storm is not. When you're in the storm, you take damage. Right? So why are you playing outside the circle, outside the safe zone? 1, and then 2, if you're playing outside the circle, 10 times out of 10, they're playing inside the circle. And you know what that means? That means they have the advantage where you have to push towards them while they're already set up waiting for you to push towards them, because they're in the safe zone and you're not. And you have to get into the safe zone in order to win. So they're going to just sit in the safe zone and wait for you to push forward. And now while you're pushing forward, if you sit back there and camp, the storm is on you. Now you're taking storm damage. But if you push forward, now you're getting shot at. You see what I'm saying? Just in advance, always play circle. It shouldn't, it's really not hard. I don't understand. Like, in regular, do what you want to do. It doesn't matter. But in rank, if you're not playing the circle, are you 5? Like, I'm 5 years old, by the way. Like, are you, I don't understand. What is the point? Those 2 tips right there are honestly the main tips. Another tip that I might have is use a rampage. Use a rampage, use a devotion, use a havoc, and use a wingman, and an R99. Honestly, I would go through the firing range and pick out the weapons that you would want to use. Me personally, first round, I go alternator and Mozambique. Second round, I go wingman and RE45. Third round, if Third round, if we did not win the second round, I go R301 and RE45. But if we did win, I go full Havoc and then RE45. And that's just my loadout. But the reason why I can tell you that exactly without me thinking, what should I do next? Because I know exactly what I want to play as. The less time that you take picking weapons, the more time that you know what you're going to do with those weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you picked a Sentinel, and you're playing on a close range map, that new map. Why? Why? Everything is close range. Why do you have a Sentinel? Are you trying to get a clip, buddy? In regular, cool. In ranked, what are you doing? So please pick weapons that go with the map, 1. And 2, pick weapons that you're familiar with. This is not no firing range. They have a firing range for that exact reason. Pick weapons that you are used to and that you are good with, okay? But if you want to be toxic, Rampage and Thermite, I'm sorry, and a Devotion. For some reason, I've been playing a lot of ranked, and everyone and their grandmothers has been using the Devotion. I don't know what it is, but I've never seen this before, and everybody's just doing it. So, yeah. And the Wingman does really good damage. But if you want a Wingman that sprays, Hemlock. You're welcome. Okay, well, we went over... Okay. This one is very important, but this is only for specific people. If you pick a Lifeline in arenas, why are you not dropping your health drone? And why are you not getting a gold backpack? What is your reason? If you're not dropping your health drone for your teammates and or yourself, and you're not getting a gold backpack, pick someone else, because you are a waste of a healer. Thank you. Also, if you pick Loba and you're not using your LB to off-rip get the heals before they get the heals, you're useless. You're useless. And your LB, I mean your tactical. If you're not using your tactical to instantly throw that thing to get the heals, you're useless. I'm sorry, you are useless. You're a Loba. Why? In arenas, your ult does nothing. But instantly go get those heals and you could just back up. Therefore, once they pull up, you know, they're stuck on stupid. Or they might have to go to the other side, which is outside the circle, to get heals, and they would have to be pushing into the circle. So you have the advantage. Just saying. That's just a tip. It's just a tip. So, you know, the main 3 reasons is play circle. I mean, the things you want to take away from this is play circle, and play with your teammates. That's it. That's all. Did you know if it's a 3v2, you should push because there's 3 of you and only 2 of them? Materials. First round should really just be based on getting the materials, honestly. Like, get the materials first round for sure. After that, I mean, you should just be going for kills for real. But first round, like, automatically, you should just get materials. Because then after that, everything else should pretty much be a dub. And if you have somebody on your team that can flank, like Pathfinder or Loba or Wraith or Octane, I wouldn't even say a Valkyrie, but I see a lot of Fuse, they wanna flank. For a Fuse, I don't really know what your objective is, but go crazy. For those other ones, and an Ashe, I mean, yeah, it's understandable. You could flank, yeah, but if they have like a recon, like a good recon, like if they have like Seer or Bloodhound, why? You know, wait until they use their LB, their tactical, so then they, you know, likely they don't have another one, but a lot of Bloodhounds be buying like 30 of them. But the chances of them buying more than one is, you know, it's a 50-50. So if you want to flank, you should not just do it off rip if they have a Bloodhound. Wait until they use their LB, their tactical, and then flank. Because if they see that they're all together, that y'all are all together, they're going to think, okay, nobody's flanking us. Let's just focus in this direction. And once they do all that, and your team is shooting at them, and then they're shooting back, then you can flank. Because they're already distracted because they think everybody's over there. Okay? There should be no reason why the barrier goes away and you're already going the long way around. Then they use their LB, their tactical, and you're going like, why do I not hear gunfire? Because guess what, buddy? They're running directly to you. They're going directly to you. That's why you don't hear any gunfire, because they were over there at the circle, but then they said, hey, yo, there's one person over there by themselves. Let's jump them. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So if you stick with the first thing I gave you, which was play together as a team, that wouldn't be a problem. But if you wanted to flank, I would say first stick together as a team if they have a bloodhound, and then go. And also, if you're a flanker, because, and I'm giving you personal tips because I flank and it works. So I'm not telling you to not do it. It works. But mix it up. You know what I'm saying? If you flank the first round and then you flank the second round, what makes you think the third round they're going to allow that? They're not letting that slide. Even the second round, like if you flank the second round and they let that slide, they're a little, you know what I'm saying? But for sure, mix it up. Like one round, flank. Next round, don't flank. And then the third round, you can flank or not flank. It's really up to you. Do not do the same thing over and over again, because then they will literally be waiting for you and you just made it a 3v2. And this is if they don't have a recon. Because if they don't have a recon and you flank again and they kill you instantly, I mean, like, you kind of just set yourself up because you just did the same thing over and over again. And people just catch on to that. So you got to mix it up. You got to be like, oh, I'm going to play with my team this round. The next round, I'm going to flank. Mix it up. Don't do the same thing over and over again. For flankers. Now, for, like, team play, yes, please, play as a team over and over and over again. Because it is a team game. Where it's not a 1v1 or a 1v3 v2. It's a 3v3, okay? It's a team game. Goodbye. 2v3 is better than a 1v1 v1 v3. You know what I'm saying?